Hey guys, hope you all are doing well. Today I'm going to run my first Python script on the companion computer and send custom Mavlink message to the Pixoc flight controller, and I'm going to test my code on my actual drone. And for this I'm going to install DroneKit because DroneKit provides extensive API support for drone application development, and you can build projects that require low latency communication. And if you are new to the channel, then you can check my previous video on setting the communication between the Pixoc flight controller and the companion computer. So let's get started. The first thing that we need to do here is install DroneKit into our companion computer. In my case, the companion computer is Raspberry Pi. My Raspberry Pi is connected to Pixoc via the UART protocol, that is a serial communication. And to access my Raspberry Pi, I have connected my Ubuntu machine and my Raspberry Pi to the same local network or the same router. So here we'll get into the terminal and we'll access the Raspberry Pi or SSH pi @ IP address of the Raspberry Pi. Now we need to enter the password, and here we go, we are into the Raspberry Pi. And now we'll check the official documentation for reference. If you have followed my previous video, then we have already installed this Python pip and Python dev while installing the Mav proxy and the Mavlink. And if you have done or installed these things, then you just need to execute this sudo pip install DroneKit. And if you are getting any error while installing this thing, then you need to install Python pip and Python dev. So just for the demonstration purpose, I'm showing this thing here. I have already installed the latest DroneKit package, and you can see that all the requirements are already satisfied, and we have the latest version of DroneKit. So you can install a DroneKit in the same way. Now we'll move on to the next thing. Next thing is we'll check the first Python script that we are going to run or execute on our drone and see how this thing goes. Now let's take a look at the actual Python script that will be running on our physical drone. For that, I'll open a text editor. I'll paste the code here. You'll get the GitHub link to this code in the description. I'll save this code as demo.py. This code is all about arming the vehicle, then taking off to a particular altitude. That altitude is in meter, then waiting there for some times in seconds, and then running the land mode or the land command to land. Here you can see that I have imported some parameters from the packages. I have imported connect, vehicle mode and location global relative. Connect method is used to connect or pass the connection string to the actual vehicle or simulated vehicle. Vehicle mode is used to change the attribute or state of the drone. Like if I want to change the mode of my drone from stabilized to guided or from guided to land, then I can use this parameter. Location global relative is used to get the latitude and longitude of the vehicle with respect to global relative frame. Mavutil is responsible for encoding and decoding the Mavlink messages. Here we have imported argparse. Argparse is like an argument parser from the Python script to the command line interface. Basically there are two ways where we can pass the connection string argument. The first method is passing the argument while we are executing the Python script or when we are running the Python script, and the second method is defining that connection string here itself into the Python script. You can get more details about connecting to the vehicle here on the official documentation. And the next part here is we have defined a function here, arm and takeoff. In this function the drone will do some basic pre-arm checks, and if it passes the basic pre-arm checks, like if the safety switch is pressed or we are having enough satellites, or if there's some compass error or anything like that, then it will just change the vehicle mode to guide, and then it will arm the vehicle and start heading to the desired altitude. And if it doesn't clear the pre-arm checks, then it will wait for initialization. And while heading towards the target altitude, we need to set here some offset. Like I have set the offset to 95%. Like if it reaches reaches the 95% of the desired altitude. Like consider if you are having the desired altitude of 20 meters, then 95% of 20 is like 19 meters. when we reach the altitude of 19 meters, it will start considering that we have reached the target altitude, and that thing will be printed here. So now we'll call this function here, arm and takeoff. We can change this parameter here. We can set the altitude in meters, like I have set here 15 meters. You can set whatever you want there, and after reaching the desired altitude, it will wait there for 15 seconds, and after 15 seconds it will change the vehicle mode to land. So we are using the vehicle mode parameter here to change the vehicle mode, and after changing the vehicle mode, it will start to descend and it will land. And after landing, we need to close the vehicle object or the vehicle parameter here. So we are using here vehicle.close object to close the script here. And now we'll save this file, and we'll copy this file to our Raspberry Pi, and we'll execute this on the actual vehicle.
Here we have the script ready, and the drone is already powered up. And before executing the script, I would like to add that there are two methods that I know in which we can execute the code. The first method is changing the script and adding some delay, so that whenever the Raspberry Pi boots up, after the delay the script will start to execute. And the second method is where you can use the wireless router, or even you can use a mobile hotspot for that, where the laptop and the Raspberry Pi will be connected wirelessly to this router, and I can access my Raspberry Pi over SSH, and I can execute the script manually from here. And one more important thing that I would like to add is, if you want to gain manual control over your drone while the script is executing, or if something goes wrong and you want to gain the manual access to your drone, then you can just toggle this switch and gain the control. But the main thing here is you need to keep this throttle stick to 50%, and then only you can toggle the switch to get the manual access. And if you fail to do that, or if your throttle stick is not to 50% or the hovering point, and then you will toggle the switch, then drone will directly fall down, or even it may lead to some crash. So now let's execute our final code. So here we are into the Raspberry Pi, and now we'll execute this script. I have saved the file with the name demo.py. I'll call that file python demo.py, and I will add the connection string over here, --connect /dev/tty ama0, and I'll press enter, and the script will start running. You can see all the parameters over here. You can see that it has automatically taken off. It will wait there for like 15 seconds, and you can see that I'm not even using the transmitter. And after 15 seconds it will start to descend. Now the script will execute automatically, and I'll tell you how to gain the manual access to your drone. We need to keep the throttle to 50% and then toggle the switch. So I'll show you this thing when the drone will descend after waiting for 15 seconds. So here you can see that I'm not even touching the transmitter. It will go to a height of about 15 meters. It will wait there for about 15 seconds. And now as it is descending, I'll take the throttle to 50%, that is the hovering point, and then I will toggle the switch to GPS mode. I have the stabilize and the GPS mode over here, and now you can see that I have the manual access to the drone. So in this way, if something goes wrong with your drone, then you can just manually gain the access to that. Just don't forget to keep the throttle to 50%. Now we'll just land this.